pre-workout and let's roll, because what you're about to see is pure old school, raw intensity and pure motivation. Ready for this? Then take a deep breath. The show's about to start. Lou Ferrigno's story starts with challenges that would have crushed most people. Born in 1951 in New York, he suffered a severe ear infection as a child that left him with only 25% of his hearing. That kind of hearing loss isolated him from a young age. Back then, wearing a big, obvious hearing aid was like putting a bullseye on your back. Kids made fun of him nonstop, what we now call intense bullying. But instead of folding, he found escape in a world that felt like home. And that's when everything began to change. Comic books became his safe haven and his secret source of strength. Superheroes, especially the Hulk, helped Lou deal with the pain. The Hulk was misunderstood, rejected, and yet unbelievably powerful. That hit home, for Lou imagined idolizing a character and then becoming him in real life years later. That's exactly what happened. But before the fame came sweat, setbacks, and a ton of perseverance. Beyond the comic book heroes, Lou looked up to real-life legends too. Steve Reeves, the bodybuilder and actor who played Hercules on the big screen, became a huge role model. For Lou, bodybuilding wasn't just about muscle. It was about earning respect and building an identity. He started training with weights at just 13 years old. No coach, no fancy gym, just homemade equipment and raw determination. He couldn't control what people said about him, but he could control how hard he worked. And that work ethic shaped his entire future. Even rejection at home became fuel. His dad was strict and often told Lou he'd never amount to anything. Imagine hearing that from your own father while you're just trying to find your place in the world. Instead of letting it crush him, Lou used it as fuel. Every rep in the gym was his silent response. Every new muscle he built was a step toward earning the respect he craved. Have you ever turned criticism into motivation? Maybe it's your turn to start. By his teenage years, Lou stood out for his height and frame. Despite his hearing challenges, he had laser focus when it came to training. It wasn't just about looking good, it was emotional survival. The gym became his refuge, his battleground, his temple. In no time, that shy kid started turning into a beast. His arms, back, and legs were growing at a freakish pace for his age. He didn't know it yet, but the world of bodybuilding was about to meet a new contender. What's wild is that it all started as a way to escape pain. Lou wasn't chasing fame or trophies at first. He just wanted to feel accepted and proud of the guy in the mirror. And maybe that's exactly why he became one of the greats. Sometimes the biggest legends rise from the most unlikely places. Looking back now, it's impossible not to admire where it all began. Lou Ferrigno's childhood wasn't easy, but that's where his mindset was forged. From a bullied, hearing-impaired kid to a bodybuilding icon and pop culture legend. What a journey. After years of training in silence, Lou finally started reaping the rewards of his insane dedication. Still just a teen, he entered his first big competition, the IFBB Mr. America. In 1969, at only 18, he won the title and stunned everyone with his next-level physique. That was just the start. His size, symmetry, and stage presence were impossible to ignore. And this was only the beginning. The big breakthrough came in 1973 when Lou won the IFBB Mr. Universe. At just 21, he became the youngest athlete ever to win the title, earning him a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records. It wasn't just a win, it was a roar. The kid everyone doubted was now making global headlines. The boy who could barely hear the world was now being heard around the world. Then in 1974, Lou took the biggest leap yet. His first Mr. Olympia, the most elite stage in bodybuilding. He placed second in the heavyweight division, behind none other than Arnold Schwarzenegger. That alone was massive, especially for someone still considered a rookie among the sports veterans. His crazy physique and the growing tension between him and Arnold created one of the most iconic rivalries in bodybuilding history. It was the start of something legendary. In the following year, 1975, Lou came back to the Mr. Olympia stage and placed third. Once again, Arnold took the crown. Even though he didn't win, Lou had already cemented his name among the elite of bodybuilding. His stage presence was striking, and his massive frame stood out among the shorter, more compact physiques of that era. A lot of people started wondering, would Lou ever dethrone Arnold? That intense rivalry between Lou and Arnold hit the big screen with the release of the documentary Pumping Iron in 1977. The film gave viewers a behind-the-scenes look at the road to Mr. Olympia, and the spotlight on the Lou versus Arnold showdown took the sport's popularity to another level. Lou, quiet and more reserved, was seen as the underdog challenging the charismatic and seasoned Arnold. You could feel the tension between them. It gave the audience an epic narrative. If you've seen it, you know, Pumping Iron changed the way the world viewed bodybuilding forever. Thanks to the documentary's success, Lou became a full-on celebrity, not just in the fitness world, but also in movies and pop culture. The film didn't just showcase his strength, it showed his vulnerability and humanity. People connected with his story, with his struggles, his insecurities, and his raw desire to win. It wasn't just about muscles, but guts. Have you seen Pumping Iron? If not, go add it to your list, seriously. Even without a Mr. Olympia title, Lou Ferrigno was already a legend. His journey inspired thousands of young lifters to hit the gym and chase their best selves. He proved that you don't have to be a champion to be iconic. His story is about pushing through adversity, proving yourself, and, most of all, never giving up. After those unforgettable Mr. Olympia appearances, Lou made a bold decision. He stepped away from professional bodybuilding for a while. Even though he was still young, he felt the urge to explore new paths. During that break, he worked as a construction worker, far from the spotlight in the gym. He even gave pro football a shot, playing in Canada. He wasn't just an elite athlete. He was a man constantly chasing new challenges. Then came the big turning point, Hollywood. After Pumping Iron, Lou's name was out there not just because of his physique, but because of his personality too. In one of the film's most memorable moments, he opens up about his biggest dream, to play the Hulk, his childhood hero. That confession, caught on camera, made its way to a TV producer. Not long after, Lou was invited to audition, and just like that, he landed the role, the chance to become the real-life Hulk. The Incredible Hulk series premiered with Lou Ferrigno as the lead, and it instantly became a ratings hit. Airing in the late 70s, the show introduced Lou's strength and charisma to the world. He didn't have any lines in the role, but his expressions and body language spoke volumes. More than just muscle, he brought depth to the character. The contrast between the monster and the man underneath was powerful. That's how Lou went from bodybuilder to full-blown pop culture icon. TV success opened doors in the movie world too. Lou Ferrigno went on to play Hercules, the same character once portrayed by his idol, Steve Reeves. It felt like a full circle moment. The boy who idolized Hercules was now living that dream on screen. Over the years, Lou appeared in all kinds of shows, movies, and special guest spots. He became a beloved figure for fans across generations. And that side of his career didn't stop there. In 2009, Lou made headlines again when he revealed he was training none other than Michael Jackson. That's right, the king of pop trusted Lou to get him physically ready for this season 2. Lou focused on Michael's endurance and conditioning, proving that his knowledge went far beyond just lifting heavy. He also used his fame to become an entrepreneur. He launched training programs, released fitness education materials, and supported projects that promoted health and sports. Over time, he even became a fitness consultant for police departments across the U.S., helping officers stay in shape. Then, after almost 2 decades away from the stage, Lou shocked the world in 1992 by announcing his comeback. No one saw it coming, especially not a return to Mr. Olympia, the toughest and most prestigious show in bodybuilding. But he didn't just come back, he came back huge, weighing in at a jaw-dropping 289 pounds, 131 kilograms. Lou hit the stage more massive than ever. It was the heaviest he'd ever been, and even by today's standards, his size was nothing short of jaw-dropping. Even with that epic comeback, Lou only placed 12th at the 1993 Mr. Olympia. The following year, in 1994, he climbed one spot and finished in 10th. The placements themselves didn't turn heads, but his presence did. Standing next to him, many younger athletes basically vanished. The combination of mass, symmetry, and his towering 6 feet 5 inches, 1.95 meters, height was still visually unbeatable. By then, bodybuilding was entering a new phase, dominated by